Bjorn, thank you for joining me today. We're going to do eXp Explained. We're going to break down the eXp model. Thank you for joining me.
Very nice to be here, Lisa, as always, and I look forward to enlightening the people watching as to the opportunities before them.
Awesome. All right, well, let's jump straight in. I'll share my screen and let's explain the eXp model. You can see my screen, yes?
Yes, I've got your screen there now.
Okay, perfect.
There's a new standard in real estate, Lisa B. In 2022, the world has changed. The future is here and the future is now. And eXp is a model built by agents for agents, where agents actually have the ability to earn more than 100% commission. Let that sink in. There's an opportunity to earn more than 100% commission.
Yeah.
And we'll get into that now.
Big time.
So stay tuned.
Okay, so the eXp model is really about building an empire within your real estate business. So the main core of eXp is providing solutions to real estate agents to be able to transact, to be able to conduct their business. And so it's a business in a box. So we provide all the platforms, systems, support, training. That is the main focus of the company. And anybody that wants to join the company, they can just focus on that. They don't have to do anything else. They can just focus on that. As a byproduct of doing that, though, they can actually become a shareholder in the company by default. By doing certain things, the company rewards them with shares in the company, which we're listed on the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ. And so just by listing and selling, you can actually start to build an empire within eXp in shares, which some of our members have done. The other part is revenue share, which you can build a team and adopt a leadership position within the company. And you can train people, you can do that if you want to, or you don't have to if you don't want to. Another way that you can earn multiple streams of income is through property management. So we'll talk about that as well. So there's lots of different ways that you can build a business and earn income within eXp. Now, I started in real estate about 30 years ago. I've never seen a model that's anything like eXp. I wish I'd have had it 30 years ago, written books on real estate, got training programs, all of that sort of thing. But never have I seen anything that is amazing as eXp, which is amazing for everyone. It's not just, everybody wins in eXp if you choose to join. All right, do you want to talk about these guys?
This is some of our founders. So Glenn Sanford was working as a real estate agent, and about 13 years ago decided that there has to be a better way. Why are we doing all this work, putting in all this time, all this effort to receive such a small piece of the pie? And that's how eXp was born. So Glenn Sanford, from an agent's point of view, built this company up. Jason Giesing is our director and executive. And we've also got Michael Valdez, who's head of expansions. So between these three gentlemen, they're bringing eXp global, and they're changing agents' lives.
Absolutely. 21 countries around the world. And we announce a couple of countries every quarter, which is crazy. So these are our support team on the ground here in Australia, and also some of our licensees. So these are the people that will help you as far as onboarding, support, training, compliance. And every single one of these guys are amazing. So these are some of your support staff, plus hundreds of other support staff around the world, plus Bjorn, myself, everybody else, all the other members within eXp, which we'll talk about that later as well. Do you want to talk about this one?
You also get access to some world-class trainers. So Hank of Inc. has got a massive team in the United States. Greg McDaniel also. We all know Glenn Twiddle and Naomi Twyford as trainers, and Lisa B, of course. So anybody that decides to join up with our team, whether they join with myself, whether they join with yourself, they get access to basically a whole heap of world-class training. And we have over 80 hours worth of training every single week recorded in eXp World, which brings us to this slide here, which is basically everyone gets an avatar, and we are a cloud-based model, but with full support. So we are a full support cloud-based model. We have eXp World where members from all around the country, no matter where you are, and also all around the world, can jump in, and we can sit in board rooms together. We can take the stage and present worldwide to people in other countries. So it's just an amazing experience, an amazing way to get in front of agents no matter where you are in the world.
Yeah, amazing. And the technology is called Verbella, and even Microsoft has bought license agreements that they can keep their staff together. We've got 81,000 members in eXp, so it's a way that you can actually keep people connected and actually feel connected around the world. So you get access to my training program, which is called Real Estate Training Community. It's like the A to Z of real estate training. It's like the Google. You can search, it's the Google of real estate. You can search different things, and then you've got all different ideas and things like interviews, and there's templates, there's everything. Everything you could possibly think of is there. And you also get access to Glenn Twiddle's training. We also have regular meetings where you can jump in and have a chat, vent, talk, discuss any problems, whatever. So you get access to all of that training. And if you join Bjorn's team, they have massive support and training and all that sort of thing as well. So you'll never feel alone, that's for sure. All right, these are some of the guys that have joined us. We've got about 120 so far in Australia. There's Bjorn here. Look at him, my brother from another mother. Now I've got team members all around the world, the UK, I've got a guy in France, I've got South Africa. We're just about to get some people in New Zealand. We've got Canada, all over the world. So it's amazing the opportunities that you get and the people that you get to meet through eXp as well. And we're growing every day, aren't we, Bjorn? You guys are.
We are. And I think it's important to point out that eXp is a cloud-based model, but with more support than what you're experiencing in your office environment. Yeah, far superior support, far more support. Yeah. Everybody works from home, which means people are more productive, and everybody is online, and everything's online nowadays.
Yeah, big time. And just as you said, John McTavish, he said, I found I've got the benefit of a tiny business, which is run completely by me, and I make all the decisions, but I've also got this gigantic back-end machine behind me now. And that's so true, isn't it? You're running your own business, but look at all the people that we've met, that we work with, that we get inspired by. It's crazy, isn't it? We are something, part of something a lot bigger than ourselves, which is actually great. I've worked for myself since I was 21 or something, my own businesses, and I've still got my own business, but I love it that I'm part of something bigger.
Well, this is a disruptive, what we call an industry disruptor. And by the fact of that, it's breaking the traditional mold where an agent has to give away 50% of their commission to a franchisee or franchise owner. And then that franchisee has to give away 9% to the owner of the franchise. It breaks down that pyramid model, which is the traditional model. And it's a disruptive cloud-based model, which is built by agents for agents. And it's very heavily technology-based, which reduces a lot of our overheads and costs, which is why eXp can remunerate us agents on a level that nobody else can compete with.
And that word disruptive is something a bit cliche, but it is actually really true. And everything's going online now, whether it's music, banking, cars, dating, whatever it is. So is real estate. We are becoming, we are pandemic proof that you can still transact no matter what's happening. There's lockdowns. Hopefully they're a thing of the past, but you never know. We want to be as pandemic proof as possible, and the tech that we provide allows us to do that so much. I mean, the tech that we've got is on steroids compared to most of the other businesses that I know anyway.
Well, you look at this screen here, Lisa, and you think about, could you imagine being in the garage with Apple, hearing about the opportunity of Apple and investing in Apple, or being with Google or Amazon? The previous screen where it talked about Blockbuster Video, people may or may not realize that Netflix actually offered to sell to Blockbuster Video. Blockbuster Video refused, and now Blockbuster Video is bankrupt and Netflix is worth billions of dollars. We don't line up at the bank anymore. A bank around the corner from my house, which has been there for as long as I've been alive, shut down. Branches closed down. So this is where you want to be, and eXp is right alongside here with Apple, Google, Amazon. Uber.
Well, we are. There's only 120 of us here in Australia now, so we are really in the garage. Like, there's how many thousand real estate agents in Australia, and it's growing like wildfire now. Like, we've got the model right. Here when I joined 2019, there was under 20,000 agents. Now there's 81,000 agents. And we've got the model right here in Australia now. So it's just going to take off as it is in South Australia and everywhere else. So it's you're still in the garage, and we're about to really take off. The thing that sorry, go.
No, I was going to say, this is where it gets, this is the slide that people really need to pay attention to.
Oh, absolutely.
Because this is one.
The things that I love about eXp, you've got the traditional model, which we all know it hasn't changed in however long. The cloud-based technology that we have is that obviously there's low overheads, $218 a month is all it costs you to have your business. When I had my business, my overheads were about, I don't know, anywhere from $40,000 a month to $80,000 a month, sometimes depending on staff and, you know, all that sort of thing. So it's $218 a month here. You can work from anywhere. Amazing commission splits. So you can actually, I can have my business here in Queensland. If I want to move to Melbourne, I take my logins with me and I move to Melbourne. If I want to move to America, I move to America. I've still got my business. So I've built businesses before and, you know, they're not here anymore. You know, down in Wollongong, down in Sydney, you know, you sell them, whatever, they're gone. You know, this one here, I can take with me wherever I go. I love the training and support that we provide in eXp. You get real-time support. And as I said, you can relocate anywhere. And the other thing that I love about eXp is that the recurring income that we build, we can actually will it to our families. So I'm actually going to be making money even when I'm dead. So that's pretty cool, isn't it? You know, it's like, you know, I can will my business to my son and I know that he's going to be taken care of, which is really important to me. So, you know, not only is it my superannuation, it's my certainty that my son's going to be looked after, that I can will my business to him. I think that's really important.
And just on this slide again, Lisa, before we move forward, I've been in real estate for 15 years. I've been searching for this model for that entire time. I wanted to have Kunzel Estates, Bjorn Kunzel Real Estate, my name above the door, a big flashy office, all these staff working for me. But I looked at the future, I looked forward, and I realized it's not going to happen anymore. For one, the cost of the overheads. Secondly, people aren't going to come and work for the franchises or for me any further for a 50% commission split. It's not going to happen, not when you've got eXp and cloud-based models offering up to 100% or more in commission split. So I look forward to the future and I thought, yes, I could start Kunzel Estates, but it'll probably go bankrupt within a couple of years with all the hefty overheads. And we've actually got two very successful business owners, Simon Bishara, who shut down a franchise to come and join eXp because he saw the writing on the wall. And Chris Jansen, who was a director of the most successful franchise, well, in this particular franchise group, the most successful one in South Australia. And he got out of that to come and do eXp the moment that he saw it, because he could see the writing on the wall also, looking into the future, that these traditional models, they're going to struggle to survive moving forward. Like
a Blockbuster moving to Netflix. And that's how I see it. It's like, you know, the principals that have got staff now in an office, they're paying huge overheads, they're struggling, you know, they're at risk of becoming a Blockbuster when there's models like ours that staff members want to leave and come to us because they're going to get a better deal. And, you know, it's not too late to jump in and bring your team with you. You know, that's what I'd like to say. But yeah, and the other thing that I love is the revenue share and the stock equity, which we'll go into as well. So we're now in, I think it's 21 different countries all over the world. And yeah, so I've got some people in New Zealand that will be joining soon as well. So that's, we'll do an eXp Explained New Zealand very soon as well.
It's a global opportunity, Lisa, and we are the fastest growing real estate network in the world. We are not some backyarder. We are not some small little company. We are the biggest real estate network in the world.
Absolutely. All right. So did you want to talk about some of the tools that the agents get? Like the first slide was, you know, we provide the platform for agents to be able to transact. So the first tool they get is this.
Yes. So we don't have to worry about trust accounting. As an agent, there's two ways you can join eXp. You can come on over as a commission PAYG agent. So you don't even need your full RLA or your full diploma or your full license. And then you can be a PAYG commission only agent. You don't have to worry about anything other than listing and selling. And the administration is pretty much taken care of for you. Or you can come on over as your own independent contractor or as a sole trader, and you can actually trade under your own business name. So I could trade as Kunzel Real Estate if I wish to under the eXp model, but I wouldn't have to worry about any of the accounting, any of the trust accounting, any of the receipting of deposits, any of the receipting of
audits, which is going to cost a fortune. Yeah.
No more sitting down in the office once every quarter with the audits team coming in, going through all your files. None of that. You can come on in and it's all taken care of in your $218 monthly fee.
Exactly. So, and then the other tool you get obviously is RP data. So you get that as part of your subscription. So I think that alone is that more than $218 a month? I think it is, isn't it? For that alone.
Look, with everything that eXp provides us, you'll be looking at easily around about $1,500 a month in subscription.
Exactly. And then plus your trust accounting, your audits, all of that sort of thing as well. So if you kind of take a mental note, how much you're going to save with that, how much you're going to save with RP data. Now you'll also get Agent Box, your CRM. So think about how much that's going to cost you each month as well. And then Agent Box can tap into all the other things. So REA, domain, eXp. So your properties are syndicated through to there. It's compatible with Office 365, Listing Logic, Proposal Point, G Suite, CoreLogic, as we said, REI forms, live REA forms, Agent Point, Rita, and we have special deals. Obviously, these are third-party companies that give us a discounted rate to our agents as well. So there's more technology that we're adding all the time. There's obviously Home Pass, which agents get for free as well, and that's compatible with Agent Box. There's so much technology. So if you want to know more about the technology, this isn't even actually updated. I've got to update this, but there's so much more. So if you want to know about the technology, then give either Bjorn or myself a call as well. Yeah, is there anything you want to say on that?
From an agent's point of view, because I obviously work in this every single day, it is very simple. It is very easy. So Agent Box is I think it's one of the best CRMs on the market.
Yes,
and there are a range, there's hundreds of other tap-ins and plugins that you as an agent can add to if you wish, apart from what's here.
If you want to.
Showing you what we give agents. You can add in pretty much any plugin to Agent Box, because all companies operating within Australia are teed up with Agent Box CRMs.
Yeah, exactly. When you join us, you also get this is just sold brochures, flyers, all of that sort of thing, trails, templates, all that sort of thing. So corporate office has got a lot of those things, and our agents share what works as well. So that's great. So when you join us, you co-brand. So it's not just about eXp, it's about building you as a brand. This is Amanda that just joined us recently in the last couple of days. So she's got that powered by eXp in the pink. They're very flexible with branding and all that sort of thing. One of our values is fun and agility and all that sort of thing. And, as long as we're sticking to the corporate look, they're still very, very flexible and allow us to have fun with our business as well. And it's still our business. It's not their business. We're powered by eXp. So the great thing is co-branded. It's not all about the brand. It's about you. So these are a sample of some of our for sale signs. Here's one of Bjorn's here with his big sticker over the top here. So you can pretty much do whatever signboards you like. South Australia's kind of kept it pretty corporate looking that way, haven't you? They're pretty consistent. They've chosen to do that.
Basically, with the marketing at eXp, we've got the flexibility to do whatever we want to do. As long as we're compliant and as long as it's ethical and as long as it's not disrespectful in any way, shape or form. Now this is a bit of fun here with the sold sign, but I can tell you, people might look at that and go, oh, what a clown. But I can tell you, this gets me a load of business. It tells people how long it took to sell, how many people went through the property, that there were multiple offers made, and it's just got my number and name really big right there. Now I get people that ring me, how did you find me? Just seen your sign. How'd you come across me? Seen your sign. We've also got access to Regus offices. If you don't want to work from home, if you do want to leave the house to go somewhere to have an office space, we've got Regus offices all around Australia, and you get access to those for free.
All around the world, yeah.
So all around the world,
yeah. So if you want to meet a developer in the serviced offices, you can do that as well. So Bjorn touched on how you can join the company here. So you can join as an independent contractor, fully licensed, sole trader, fully licensed, or join as a commission-only salesperson. Obviously, subject to the Fair Work Act, you must have earned at least $60,000 in the last 3 years in that 1 year period. Which is equivalent to 125% of the award wage. So that's how you join. So if you've got any questions about that, just let us know. So
just on that, Lisa, this is very important for people to understand. If you're not a fully licensed agent and you're working for a franchise right now, but you don't have your full RLA, doesn't matter. You could have been somebody who's gone through the real estate training academy or school or whatever it might be, and you've got your license, and now you can go and work under somebody else who has an RLA. As long as you've worked and earned $60,000 at some period in the last 3 years in a 12-month period, working in any particular industry, you can actually qualify to come on board to eXp. But we do have a few other criteria, and we'll sit down and have an interview with you to see if you are the right fit or not, because what we need to be seen by the Fair Work Act in Australia is that we're not taking on commission only agents that are going to be putting them into a financial hardship.
Yeah, that's right. They've got to at least have earned the 125% of the award wage. Exactly.
Yes.
All right. So to join, there's a one-off setup fee of $199 plus GST. That gets you photos taken, sample business cards, etc., set up on all the technology. Then there's just the monthly service fee of $199 plus GST. So that equates to about $218. That includes all of those things that we said, all the tools, RP data, agent box, portals, tech platforms, eXp University, training support, all of that sort of stuff. Transaction fee, $250 plus GST per sale. So that's for your accounting, disbursements, audits, all that sort of stuff that you don't have to do. So
check with your state as well, because in South Australia we can actually charge a $275 fee, which is a $250 plus GST. We charge that to our client, and our client pays that, so it's not an out-of-pocket expense for myself.
Yes, exactly.
But each state has different legislation around that, so check that out.
Awesome. All right, did you want to talk about the commission suite?
Okay, this is why people will not be wanting to work for traditional franchises maybe in 5 years' time. I think they maybe got another 5 years left. This is exactly why, guys, and this is where you got to understand this is the future of real estate right here. So this is a wave, and you're either going to ride the wave or you're going to be wiped out by the wave, and it's entirely your choice as to which way you want to go. I chose to ride the wave and actually build on the wave, and this is why I got in as agent number 13 in Australia. Who else can offer a 75-25 commission split in your first 100,000? Meaning, for my first $100,000 of GCI, ex-GST, of course, I will earn 75% and eXp will take 25%. So every agent buys into eXp every single year, and it resets on a 12-month period. $25,000 is all that eXp will take from your commission. Only 25,000. If you're writing 250,000 right now, you're going to earn 225,000 less your monthly fee each and every year, less tax. If you're writing 500,000, your income's not going to be the 250 or 240, what it is now at the franchise. Your income is going to be $475,000. If you're writing $800,000, it's going to be $775,000. If you're writing $1 million, you are going to earn $975,000. But
yes,
it's better. It gets better.
Exactly.
This is only up to your first 100K that they take that 25 grand. We're on 100% commission split for everything after the first $100,000, meaning that's where those numbers come from. Write 900, earn 875. Do $1 million, earn 975. This is ridiculous, guys. Nobody, no other company in the country, and I believe in the world, because I've looked at them all, can match this offering. No one. And this is why I chose eXp, because this is the most important factor for agents. It's about dollars and cents. I can run my business exactly the way I was before, but more efficient, with more technology, with more tools in my tool bag than when I was at the franchise. Far superior on the service front, but on the income front, it is absolutely ridiculous. Nobody can compete. And this is why I realized that this was the future, and that if I wasn't in this future model, I'd get wiped out by the wave.
Exactly. Now, and so, so that 25 grand that an agent pays eXp, they can then get $21,000 of that back. So virtually it's cost them nothing to be part of eXp. Some of our agents have become millionaires by this alone. So explain this.
Okay, this is what people need to understand. When you settle your $100,000 of gross commission income, not only do you go to 100% commission split from then on until your anniversary year, but if from that point forward, if you can write $350,000 more in GCI, meaning your total GCI for the year would have been 450,000 GCI, you'll be awarded with icon status, and you will receive $15,000 worth of eXpi shares, which are traded on the NASDAQ as equity ownership in the business, with eXp put into an account for you. Upon reaching the icon status, whether you do it that way or there's a second way that you can reach icon, is to settle 20 transactions post your 100% cap. So you do your $100,000 GCI first, and then you either write an additional $350,000 in GCI, or you settle 20 transactions. Now, those 20 transactions could be 20 land sales at $1,000 a block of land, for all that they care. They do not care how you've done it. So there's the two ways of doing it. So it's very, very easily to be achieved. I was Australia's first icon agent, and I was a double icon agent. And the first 5 members in my team of 25, all of them within their first 12 months have reached icon status.
Yeah,
so they are all wealthier. Now, once you become an icon, you get a bit of responsibility on your shoulders. They expect for you to do 6 training sessions to other eXp agents. They'll gift you $6,000 in eXpi shares after you've completed your 6 training modules. Now, you can train other agents on anything you like, whether it's dialogue, whether it's psychology, whether it's social media, whether it's listings, whether it's how to obtain higher commissions, whatever the topic may be. You just present a training. You do 6 of those trainings. And once you finish your 6 trainings, you'll get another $6,000 in shares. Now, $3,000 that you can go and sell straight away, another $3,000 with a 2-year vesting period. So this is fantastic because you can basically get your shares on top of the commission. And you can see there's another one coming up called revenue share, which we'll get into later, which is why I said at the beginning, you can actually earn over 100% of your commission. Now, this is the slide that people get their brain fried around, okay? This is a slide that's very, very important to explain because agents looking at this go, this is a load of hoo-ha, this isn't possible. You're comparing to your traditional office where there's 10, 15, 20 agents. No, it's not possible because your boss has to come up with 50 grand a month to 100 grand a month just to keep the doors open. What you need to understand, eXp has 81,000 members around the world. They're collecting $218 a month from 81,000 agents. Do the maths, right? We're talking billions of dollars. Then not every single agent that is with eXp is going to actually become an icon agent. There may be some agents that only do 15 sales a year or 20 sales a year. They're still going to earn a hell of a lot more money than what they were where they were. So this model is for everybody. Now, as you reach icon, you're training up other agents that are then training up other people. So basically you're helping grow the company. eXp only give away 50% of the revenue that they're collecting. 50% goes back to the agents in way of revenue share, in way of icon company shares, and in forms of the commissions that they give away. So we've done the maths. Don't rattle your brain spending hours and hours trying to figure out how this works. It works. I'm living proof. I've been in this model for 2 years and it 100% works. So this is very important because this is not too good to be true. This is the future of real estate. This is Netflix. If we told you that there's going to be a system out there where you pay $12 a month, you get to watch whatever you want on TV, you would have told us that we were crazy back then. If we told you that there was going to be a thing called the internet that came along back when people were putting ads in the paper and that it was going to destroy the newspapers and nobody would advertise in print anymore, you'd go, you're crazy. But the internet's here. Realestate.com exists. Guys, this is the future. This is the power of cloud-based models.
Exactly. So just to recap, so $100,000 in GCI plus 20 sales, or 350,000 GCI with 10 settled sales. So that's how you get icon. And you don't have to do the training if you don't want to, but eXp will pay you to train other agents. So if you don't want to do the training, you don't have to, and you'll just end up with the $15,000 worth of shares. And as I said, some of our agents ended up becoming millionaires from this, from getting, when shares were like $2 something a share, they went up to $164 a share. Some cashed out with millions, you know. So it's a way that, you know, you can't promise that you're going to make money from it, but it's a way that you can start to build that portfolio. So you also get shares when you sell your first transaction. So they give you $300 worth of shares. When you're fully capped, they give you $600 worth of shares. So you bring in $100,000. If you bring somebody into the company, they join the company because of you, they will give you $600 worth of shares as well. And you can also enroll to be paid 5% of every transaction goes into stock at a 10% discount. So you can do that as well. So that's what you touched on before. Oh, sorry.
And that's pre-tax as well. So when you are buying the shares and salary sacrificing 5%, you're basically getting that there.
Yeah, exactly. So there's some of our values, as I said: the fun, agility, innovation, integrity, service, sustainability, collaboration, transparency, and community. And we live those values every day. So
just go back a couple, Lisa. Go back again. This slide here. No, forwards.
Come on.
No. Back to where it shows what people are actually earning. The most important slide, the most important slide out of every slide that's here. This one here. Look at this, guys. Look at where your commission level is. Look down the left-hand column, whether you're writing 100, 200, 300, 500, 750, a million, whatever, right? And look at what you can do on the eXp model. All you're doing in regardless of whatever you're earning, you just take off $25,000. If you want to be technical and you want to account for the $218 fee. So that's $218 a month times your 12 months, which is $2,616 plus $25,000. You take off $27,616 from whatever you're writing in gross commission income, and the rest is yours. So whatever you're writing right now, do your numbers. What are you writing now and what are you earning now? And then go to the eXp model and just take off $27,616 from your GCI, and that's how much is going to be in your pocket, guys. This is powerful. This is an absolute no-brainer for any agent out there that believes in themselves, that believes that they have the abilities as an agent. Why do you need an office in 2022?
Exactly. You can make a lot more money. Okay, so just the same as we refer sellers to other agents and you paid a referral fee for referring a property to somebody, you can be paid a referral fee from our company to bring people into eXp. So how that works is if you find somebody that says that they want to join the company, they've seen what you've been doing, they want to join, then if they nominate you as their sponsor and they bring in $100,000 a year, you can be paid $3,500 for every single person you bring in. So it's 3.5% of whatever they bring in up to $100,000. That's come out of company dollars, doesn't affect the salesperson's commission or anything like that. So anybody that you bring into the company, you love the company, bring people in, you can be paid up to $3,500 for each of those people. Now, if you get 5 people that nominate you as their sponsor, you bring 5 people in, you can actually be rewarded for them bringing people into the company. So you can be paid up to $4,000 for anybody that they bring in. Now, I'll just explain how this works. So it goes down 7 levels. So the idea is to have 40 people that nominate you as their sponsor. If you do that, it unlocks 7 levels. So at this level here, if you bring 5 people into the company that nominate you as their sponsor, it unlocks this level. If you bring 10 people in here that nominate you as their sponsor, it unlocks this level. So then you can be paid up to $4,000 for each of these people, $2,500 for each of these people, and it goes down the 7 levels. So I'll go to another slide that kind of explains this a little bit better. So just say this is me here, and I have 12 people that all nominate me as their sponsor. I can be paid up to $3,500 for each one of these people here. Now, because I've got more than 5 people on my top level here that nominate me as their sponsor, that unlocks this level here. So I can be paid for people that they bring into the company up to $4,000 for each of these people. Because I've got more than 10 people on that have nominated me as their sponsor here, that unlocks the 3rd level. So I can be paid for every single one of these people here. I don't have 15 people that have nominated me as their sponsor here, so I'm not paid for anybody else underneath there. So this is really powerful that you can bring people into the company. You just love the company and they see what you do. They see that you're happy. They see that you're succeeding, whatever. They come into the company, then they do the same thing. You can be rewarded for it. And what this has done it's provided a culture where I want to see all of these people succeed, because not only it benefits me, it benefits everybody else in the company. We're all shareholders. We all want to see the company go amazing. And you know, I guess we become a little bit evangelistic because we love it so much and we want to see everybody succeed. And that's the great thing. Normally in real estate agents are stabbing each other in the back as soon as they walk out the door and trying to steal their listings and, you know, whatever, you know, all of that sort of stuff goes on. We know it does. In this company, I've never seen a culture like it, that people genuinely want to help each other.
Can I just say on this, Lisa, this is important, right? Because this is the bit where some people get lost and go, oh, blah, 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 right? Think of it. If you go directly to the bank right now to get a loan, they're going to charge you about 3.35% interest, which is you're getting ripped off. You're getting ripped off, okay? Think of that bank as that's the franchise you're working at the moment. Now, I'm not saying you're getting ripped off of your franchise, okay, but I'm saying that they're taking a huge chunk. They're charging you 3.35%. Now, think of this eXp model as when a mortgage broker introduces a loan, the mortgage broker is working for you as the client. So instead of the bank charging you 3.35%, that mortgage broker is going to find you a loan at 2.25%, for example. And that mortgage broker is going to receive a trail for introducing you as a client to that loan. Okay, you as a customer get a better deal because you're going through a mortgage broker, not through a bank. The mortgage broker receives a trail for giving you a better deal. This is the eXp model. Now, let's say Lisa B is my sponsor. Let's say Lisa B is like my mortgage broker. Lisa B has brought me into something which is putting more money into my pocket, which is saving me time, saving me effort, and saving me money, and putting twice as much income annually into my family's pocket. Do you think I care that Lisa B receives a trail of $3,500 a year based on? Of course not. Lisa B gives me $100,000 worth of added value each year by the training that she provides me, the support that she provides me. Now, I then support other people into this. Now, let's take some of those guys. Burry come from one of the franchises.
He's amazing.
Wasn't writing anything, wasn't going anywhere. The guy's already capped now, and the guy will do $250K in his first year at eXp.
Gives me goosebumps with Burry.
Do you think Burry cares that I'm receiving a trail of $3,500 a year from the 25 grand he pays to eXp? No, he doesn't. Did Burry get there faster because I helped train him up? Yes, he did. Arahan, same thing again. Callum, same thing again. Rama was an agent who was working with one of the big franchises who couldn't even be on signboards, couldn't even be out there. He's come over to us. He's listing and selling himself.
What about Brigitte?
We've got Brigitte. We've got Raymond. We've got James Stacey, who is an absolute legend from Port Lincoln, who is writing $800,000 a year and giving away almost half of his income to the franchise. Do you think James Stacey cares that I receive a $3,500 trail each year because I've introduced him to this eXp network? You need to understand that there are no business development managers at eXp. It's word of mouth. One agent tells another agent that tells another agent, and then that agent says, look, I want to be part of that. Well, come on in. As a sponsor, anybody that I sponsor into the company, I take them by the hand and I guide them through to get them up and running faster, to have them earning more income than what they would be earning. eXp's got my numbers up as an agent that's been in the industry for 15 years. My numbers have gone up from my gross commission. I think I went up like $78,000 in the first year from the franchise to eXp when nobody knew who it was. And now this year I've gone up another $100,000 on top of that as well. I'm working less. I've got more support than ever. So you need to get out of the pyramid scheme, which is the traditional business model where you have the franchise, then you have the franchisees, then you have the office managers, and then you have the head sales staff, and then you have the junior sales staff, and then you have the receptionist, and everyone's trickling the money all the way to the top. This is like Knights of the Round Table. This is where everybody comes together, everybody supports one another, everybody helps one another, everybody lifts everybody up to make sure that every agent has got the best potential to become the best agent that they possibly can by providing 100 times more value than what they're actually paying.
And also too, you don't have to do this if you don't want to. As the first slide is the core business of eXp is that providing solutions to real estate agents. So if you just want to do that, you just do that. A lot of the people in our company don't want to recruit people in. Other people want to have that leadership position and want to help people and want to train people and they want to see people succeed. And if that's you, and you might join and not do it initially and then go, oh my God, I love this. I want to tell the world about this. And that's the way it becomes. You can, but you don't have to. So there's no requirement. They don't say when you come in, you have to recruit so many people or you have to do this. You can make as much money. You can be $1 million performer listing and selling, That's it. Just do that. You don't have to do anything else. So there's no such talk of pyramid or anything like that.
I want to talk about my circumstances with this. Okay. So I met with Chris Jansen, who was a business owner, and he was getting out of the business because he's just tired of the headaches, tired of the overheads, tired of the cost, tired of all the work, tired of the stress. He was miserable, right? I showed him the eXp model and straight away he was like, no, absolute no-brainer, Bjorn, I'm coming over. Mike Lowry was in my indoor cricket team. And I told him about it and he's like, absolute no-brainer, I'm coming over. So the three of us came over together. Now, we haven't recruited anybody, okay? All that we've done is share this model on YouTube videos. People have been seeing the lifestyles that we've been living. People have been seeing the money that we've been earning. People have been seeing that that all three of us were happier. People have been seeing the branding. People have been seeing that vendors
and the success, all your listings and sales.
All of the agents that we've got 27 agents now in our team, SA, we're personally in my team in South Australia. Every single one of those, bar one, there was only one person that I really tried to get to join, which was Callum Kennedy, and I bugged him for a year, right, until he woke up and said, I should have done this straight away when you told me about it. Everybody else has come to me by just doing their own research and seeing what's going on. So you don't have to recruit people. You don't have to go out there. Agents will realize, agents that are good with their maths will realize that this is an absolute no-brainer. The model works. It's an absolute no-brainer. And they'll come to you and your team will just organically grow like mine has.
Exactly. And if you see here, there's a guy called Jake Hinder in America, and there's people that are earning more money than him, but just by telling people about the company and just being passionate about the company, wanting to change people's lives, which sounds cliche, but it does. Ask any of Bjorn's people in South Australia, particularly at this point in time. Jay Kinder did a video on YouTube saying this is how much he is earning every single month, around the $400,000 US every single month. Now, that's a pretty good superannuation. That's a pretty good, you know, income for somebody that's taking care of people, like, you know, and allowing them to change their life as well. So the things that I love about eXp is the flexibility. You don't have, there's no set commissions or anything like that. It's not a discount model. You can charge whatever you want. You're in control. It's your business. The branding, you co-brand, amazing commission splits, the flexibility, work from home, the support you get, it's your own business. It's a low risk business model, a relocatable business, multiple streams of income. It's a solid career path. You know how sometimes you join a company and you think, you know, I've done all I can do at this company. Now I need to go somewhere else. You can do all you want to do in real estate sales, and you can move on to building your property management. You can build your team. You can grow your shares, you know, whatever. There's pathways within the company. Look at Chris that is in South Australia with Bjorn. He now works as part of corporate. You know, who would have thought that would have happened? You know, so there's opportunities. Who knows? He might move to America one day. You know, who knows what's going to happen in the future being part of such a massive global business. So,
well, Lisa, speaking of Chris is in a caravan right now, traveling around Australia,
yes,
living the dream, like literally living the dream, right? And the income that he's being paid from corporate, from the United States, plus the revenue share, is more income with him not listing and selling than what he was ever earning as a business owner dealing with headaches 24/7.
Exactly. And now he's traveling. So he's going off the grid today. He said, oh, I'm going to be part of a meeting, but I'm going to be this little blue dot that's hanging off the end of Western Australia. Didn't he last night? So that's it. That's the flexibility. And you never know where you're going to end up. So you can build a team without fear of losing them to a checkbook. You know, you've got your traditional office and your sales people come in, as they always do. I want to raise, I want more money, such and such has got this and I want this, or I'm going to leave and go somewhere else. You know, you're not going to have that staff issues anymore. You're going to have a team, but not staff, that you don't have liability, you don't have responsibility, you don't have the headaches.
Stop right there for 1 second. I've been getting, because my guys that have come from nothing, right? Some of our guys that have come from nothing that are now doing massive numbers, they're getting phone calls like weekly from
of course, come and join us.
Every company you imagine. And do you think I've got any worry at all?
No, they're not leaving us.
Because there's no way. We've got agents that are being thrown offices. We'll give you an office, we'll pay to fit out your office, we'll take this, we'll give you the 90% commission split and this and that, and we'll give you 100% for the first 3 months, and we'll do this and we'll do that. And there is nothing that any other office can offer that could attract any of our agents away from eXp, because nobody can compete with this model.
Exactly.
No one.
All right, so passive income, if you choose to, the different ways that you can grow your empire within eXp. Equity, you get shares in the company, you have a vision, you can actually see what you can achieve. There's people doing it, like people go, oh, come and work at my office and you can be $1 million performer, and they've got no $1 million performers or whatever, you know what I mean? It's like, you can see what other people in our company have done, and they are so inspiring that you can do it. There's a vision for anything you want to do within our company. The training we get, a retirement plan, an exit strategy, and a place to call home. Too many real estate agents jump around everywhere. They're at Ray White one week, LJ Hooker the next. They start their own, then they go back to Ray White, or they go somewhere else. We don't want that. We want you to come to us and build your empire and stay with us. And that's the systems that we've got in place that encourage people to stay here. And as Bjorn said, they don't want to go anywhere else. So that kind of summarizes the model, that there's still a lot more to it. So anybody that wants any more information, either contact Bjorn or myself. Something that we help our agents do too, if you join our team, we will help you actually tell people about the business as well. So if you join and you want to show Mary what eXp is, let them know, book a Zoom meeting with either Bjorn or myself. And we can talk them through the model as well. So it's not something you need to learn how to do this. You don't need to learn the model inside out. We can help you bring people into the company as well. That is going to not only change your life, it's going to change their life as well. So yeah, so that's the eXp model. And see, I get to meet people like Bjorn, who's like I said, he's like my brother. We are so alike, I can't even believe it sometimes. Can you? It's crazy.
It is. But I can tell you,
from another mother. Yeah.
Look, from agents' point of view, looking at this, I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, it's too good to be true. It's a scam. It's this, it's that, whatever else, right? Keep making excuses. Keep making excuses and keep making excuses and keep earning what you're earning if you're happy where you are. I made the move. I had the balls to make the move, and I started this thing in South Australia with Chris Jansen and Mike Lowry when eXp wasn't even heard of here. Right now, we've grown from 3 of us to 27 of us, and the other 24 of us that have joined have all joined in the last 12 months. The writing is on the wall. Yeah. This model is going to be huge. You cannot stop this model. No. It's a tsunami, and you either want to be on the top of the wave because you don't want to be on shore getting wiped out by it. I can guarantee you that right now. All you need to do is to realize that there's never a good time to leave where you are. There's never a good time to leave. I'll wait till my stock levels have gone down. It's never going to happen. I'll wait until I've sold my stock. It's not going to happen, guys. Because
you're going to lose more. Yeah.
It's not going to happen. You just need to cut off and make the move and make the change. I did, and I am earning in my pocket twice as much money as I've ever earned in my life. Twice as much money. Right? If I don't work because something happens to me, I have twice the average Australian's income coming into me as residual income each and every month. Yeah, they can feed my family and pay my bills. Exactly. The wealth creation. This isn't just about, there's so many $1 million agents out there that have got 3 or 4 people working in their team and they're earning 400 grand after writing $1.2 million because they're giving away all this money to everybody else. Yeah. For me to earn 400 grand, all I need to do is write $430,000 approximately. Yeah. Guys, come on. Yeah, if you want more time with your family, if you want more fishing time, if you want more time to be able to do things recreationally, if you want to be able to give your clients better attention, if you want to be able to be competitive from a business owner's perspective where no one can beat you. No one can ever beat you again at getting a listing. My close rate has gone from 35% of the franchise up to a 92% working with eXp. My income has doubled. My residual income is twice the average Australian's wage. Yeah. Come on, guys.
And you know what? The reason people don't want to go out by themselves, I've found, is that, or like to join us, the main objection you get is, oh, but I think I need an office, or they give them leads. Now, if they're giving you leads and you're paying them 40% of your commission, right? Join us, spend a small portion of that on social media ads. Spend a small portion of that on getting somebody to do lead generation for you. Have our Rita platform that we have that nurtures your database. Spend a small, tiny little bit on that. Giving 40% away, saying that your boss gives you leads is not an excuse. We are here to catch you. You jump, you come to us, we'll catch you, we'll show you what to do, we'll help you. All of our systems are in place, our onboarding and, Kirsten and everybody else, the admin team and all that sort of stuff. But don't use that as an excuse, because it's costing you a hell of a lot more money paying your boss at 40% than what it would if you just, do some creative thinking on how you can bring in your own leads. And you don't need an office. You've got a massive back end machine of eXp that you have the support. You go into a listing presentation, you're part of eXp and it's you are your brand, and we'll show you how to promote yourself and all of that sort of thing as well. So there's really no excuse. I mean, what other excuse is there, Bjorn? Why wouldn't somebody do this?
Because franchises trap their agents. It's a simple fact. Franchises trap their agents, meaning that you can't take your database with you. What do you think happened to all the guys that have come to me from Ray White or from Harcourt or from LJ Hooker? Do you think they had databases? They all come over with Zippo, and they're all earning, some of them like Buri are earning like 4 times as much as what they earned previously. Like one person making it in the model, fluke. 2 people, fluke. 3 people, fluke. But seriously, when you've got 27 agents, 2 of them that are just about to come on and another 3 that have only just come on, and apart from those new guys that are just finding their feet, everybody else is listing and selling, and everybody else is
blitzing out.
Else's numbers are up.
Yeah.
But it's 100% success rate.
Yeah.
Like it is. The thing is that because this is a model that isn't a model that's traditionally seen here, I can tell you exactly what your boss is saying to you. Oh, pyramid scheme. guys, rubbish. They're illegal. We're not a pyramid scheme. You're in a pyramid scheme. You're in a pyramid scheme at your traditional franchise, and your boss is the one who's collecting all the money that trickles up.
Yeah, and I'll put a link to a video that that we did on pyramid schemes as well, and how it's impossible that this is a pyramid scheme. So I'll actually put a link to that as well. But yeah,
like I said, this is no different. This is exactly the same as a mortgage broker finding the best deal for their clients and then receiving a trail.
Yeah,
Where the real estate agent is put in that mortgage broker's position, finding the best deal for other agents and receiving a small trail. That's exactly what.
And they get a lot of support and all that sort of thing. A trail, they just get the trail and they don't really do anything. Whereas, you know, agents are rewarded, but we also support those people through through their career. You know,
I just find that when you explain it to a mortgage broker's trail, it's the best way for an agent to understand, because everybody at the franchise that they're working at is putting this model down and saying it's going to be here today, gone tomorrow. I don't think so. When I started, there were 27,000 agents. Now there's 81,000 agents. What's going to be here today and gone tomorrow, in all due respect, and I say this not to be spiteful and not to be arrogant and not to be rude in any way, shape or form. What's going to be here today and gone tomorrow is the franchises.
Yeah.
The model has seen its day. It's seen its time. The model is great for agents that are brand new, that want to earn a $40,000 a year income and then get some training, and they need that $40,000 a year income. eXp is for agents that can back themselves, that believe in themselves, that can go commission only, and that will be rewarded for the ability to earn over 100% of their commission if they simply make the move. Nothing's going to change if nothing changes. If you're happy where you are and you're happy doing the hours you're doing and you're happy paying the staff that you're paying and you're happy giving your boss a certain percentage because he smiles and buys you lunch once a month or whatever, that's completely fine if that's what you choose to do. For me, that was not for me. For me, it's my work, it's my name, it's my reputation, it's me that the customers buy into. They don't care about the brand anymore in 2022. They care about the individual agent. I wanted to make sure that it was my family that's benefiting, not a boss's family. So if you think the same way and you're like-minded and you want to be the real entrepreneur, a lot of people claim to be entrepreneurs, but when it comes time to back themselves, they run the other way. If you are an entrepreneur and you want to create wealth, I've worked out my numbers. I am about $250,000 a year better off each and every year, right? We're doing less numbers than what I was previously. Okay, which means I can work semi-part-time. I'm almost like semi-retired, and I'll be over $1.5 million better off over the next 10 years. If you think that $250,000 a year extra and $1.5 million over the next 10 years could be something that you would want to have as well, reach out. We've got everything down pat from an agent's point of view. Lisa's got everything down pat from an agent's point of view and a real estate training point of view. And if you join our team, you get both of us. So we'll be here to support you. We'll be here to get you up and running. We'll be here to make sure that you hit the ground running, because we've got everything templated, everything's done, everything's set up. It's copy paste. That's all you need to do is have the balls and have the courage to make the move. And I guarantee you 100%, you will not look back, because none of the 27 agents that I've got in my team have. And they all just wish that this thing was around at the beginning of their careers and that they didn't waste 4 years, 5 years, 13 years trying to
30 years. Same. All right. Thanks, Bjorn. Okay, give us a call if you're interested, and we'd love to show you more about the model. All right. Thanks, Bjorn.
Thanks, Lisa.